Libra, if you are a Libra and you are hearing this on or near the 10th of August, 2026, you need to stop everything you are doing and listen to me right now. Because what the cards just showed me for you made my hands shake. I almost put the deck down. I almost didn't record this. Because what is coming toward you in the next 72 hours is so unexpected, so completely different from what you have been bracing yourself for, that you might actually cry. And I need you to know those tears, they are not grief. They are relief, they are joy. They are the kind of tears you forgot you were still allowed to feel. So before I go deeper, tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching this from right now? Drop your city, drop your country. Let me see where this energy is landing. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Trusted Tarot and hit that bell, because what I'm about to unfold for you, you do not want to face it alone. You didn't just click on this video by accident. The algorithm didn't randomly decide to place this exact message in your feed today. August 10th, 2026. Your higher self guided your thumb. Your intuition pulled you into this digital space because the spiritual veil between you and a very specific person is currently paper thin. The universe has been waiting for you to be completely still, to be completely ready, before it dropped this revelation into your lap. If you are a Libra, you already know that your nervous system has been on high alert for weeks. You have been carrying an invisible weight, buzzing frequency of anticipation that you couldn't quite name but couldn't quite shake either. This message is arriving at the exact right moment, and you must not scroll past it. If you leave now, you break the energetic tether that has been building between you and the breakthrough you have been praying for. Think about your physical body over the last few days. There has been this strange, vibrating tension resting right behind your sternum. It's a chest flutter that happens when you are just sitting still, drinking your coffee, or staring out a window. It's your somatic self reacting to a shift in the energetic field before your logical mind can process it. You have also been experiencing this phantom sensation with your phone. You feel a vibration in your pocket, or you glance at the screen expecting a notification, only to find nothing there. But that isn't a glitch in your phone, Libra. That is a glitch in the matrix. That is the energetic pressure of an incoming communication trying to break through the physical plane. Your body knows what is coming. Your spirit is already receiving the transmission, and your physical vessel is just trying to catch up to the frequency. Then there is the exhaustion, the deep, bone-weary exhaustion of hoping. Every 3 to 4 paragraphs, we must acknowledge the emotional toll this has taken on you. You have reached a point where you told yourself you were done waiting. You convinced yourself that moving on was the only option, that closure was something you had to manufacture on your own because the other person was never going to provide it. You were ready to close the door, to pack up your emotional investments, and to walk away from the situation entirely. But right at the precipice of your surrender, right when you finally exhaled and let go of the steering wheel, the universe stepped inches. The sudden wave of sadness you felt yesterday wasn't a sign that you were failing, it was the final purging of your doubt. You had to empty your cup so it could be filled with something entirely new. Let's talk about your subconscious mind. Because the dreams you have been having lately are not random firing of synapses, they are direct downloads. You have been dreaming of water, specifically moving water, or standing on the edge of a vast body of water. In these dreams, there is always a feeling of searching, or a flash of a face you recognize but cannot quite catch. You might have dreamt of an old house, place from your past, or you smelled a very specific scent, a cologne, perfume, or just the distinct smell of rain on pavement that immediately brought this person to your mind when you woke up. You've had intrusive thoughts, sudden memories playing like movie clips in your head while you were trying to drive or work. A song they used to listen to suddenly played in a store. A license plate with their initials or birth date kept appearing. These are not coincidences. These are the breadcrumbs your guides have been dropping to tell you that this person is actively thinking about you, that their energy is currently wrapped around yours. And this brings us to the most crucial shift in this reading. We need to look at the other person. While you have been agonizing, overthinking, and preparing to walk away, what have they been doing? You have projected onto them a sense of apathy. You convinced yourself that they were moving on easily, that they were unbothered, that they had forgotten the depth of what you shared. But the cards are screaming, completely different reality. The silence between you two has not been empty for them. It has been deafening. They have been going through a massive internal reckoning. They have been sitting in the quiet of their own life, realizing that the distractions they used to numb themselves are no longer working. The ego death they are currently experiencing is intense. They are looking at their own choices, their own pride, and their own fears, and they are feeling the crushing weight of regret. They are remembering you, not just the good times, but the way you made them feel safe. They are remembering the specific way you looked at them when they were at their lowest. Right now, as you listen to my voice, they are experiencing a profound moment of clarity. They are realizing that by trying to protect themselves, they ended up isolating themselves. They are realizing that the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's just artificial turf. This person is currently preparing to speak. They are drafting messages in their head, deleting them, and drafting them again. They are terrified of your reaction. They are terrified that they have waited too long, that you have already closed the door, and that they have lost the right to knock. But the spiritual truth is that the door was never locked. It was just waiting for them to find the courage to turn the handle. But before I reveal exactly what this communication looks like, and before I tell you the exact nature of this intense surprise that is going to make you cry from happiness, you need to understand the mechanics of this delay. You need to understand why the universe allowed you to hurt for so long. If this person had come back 3 months ago, you would have accepted a breadcrumb. You would have accepted a half-hearted apology and settled for the bare minimum because your heart was too desperate for their return. The universe delayed this reunion to build your spiritual sovereignty. The delay was not a punishment, it was a protection. You needed to reach the point of absolute detachment so that when they do return, you are receiving them from a place of power, not a place of starvation. You are no longer begging for a seat at the table. You own the table. And they know it. Take a deep breath right now. I can feel the energy shifting just by you listening to these words. Your heart rate might be picking up, and that is completely normal. Before we cross the threshold into the actual reveal, I need you to anchor this energy. If this reading is resonating with your soul, if you feel that deep, undeniable click of truth in your gut, I want you to subscribe to Trusted Tarot right now. Join this community of awakened souls. By subscribing, you are not just clicking a button, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are open to the miracles that are currently lining up for you. Claim this space. Make a psychological commitment to your own healing journey. When you align yourself with a community that speaks to your higher self, you amplify your own manifestation power. You are telling the algorithm of the universe that you belong in the frequency of love, abundance, and spiritual clarity. Now, let us look at the exact timing of this event. Today, August 10th, 2026, marks a very specific energetic portal for you, Libra. You are ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and profound connection. Right now, Venus is interacting with a major transit in your chart, creating a harmonic resonance that is literally melting the ice around this other person's heart. Have you noticed over the last 24 hours that the air feels different? You might have felt a sudden, inexplicable urge to clean your space, to open your windows, or to change something about your physical appearance. That is your energy body preparing for a new arrival. The stubbornness that kept them away is dissolving. The pride that built a wall between you two is crumbling into dust. They are no longer looking at the logic of the situation. They are being entirely hijacked by their feelings for you. The universe waited until this exact astrological window because it needed their emotional defenses to be completely offline. They are vulnerable right now. They are raw, and in this state of raw vulnerability, they are about to do something they have never done before. Here is the main reveal, the intense surprise that the cards have been hiding until this very moment. You have been expecting a simple text, casual thinking of you, or maybe a hesitant phone call trying to test the waters. But that is not what is coming. What is coming is a massive, unfiltered, completely unguarded confession. This person is going to reach out, and they are not going to hold anything back. They are going to admit exactly where they went wrong. They are going to confess the depth of their misery without you, and they are going to lay their ego completely bare at your feet. But it goes even deeper than just words. This surprise involves tangible real-world offer. The cards are showing a merging of paths not just romantically, but practically. They are bringing an opportunity to the table that impacts your career, your finances, or your living situation. They realize that you are their ultimate partner in every sense of the word. They are coming back with a plan, with resources, and with a level of devotion that will literally bring you to your knees. This is why you might cry from happiness. Because it is the exact moment you realize that you didn't just get your person back. You got the upgraded, fully awakened version of them. The version that finally sees your true worth and is ready to build an empire of love and stability with you. But listen to me very carefully, Libra, because this next part is crucial. When this message arrives, when this overwhelming wave of love and validation finally crashes over you, you must not react from your old wounds. Your initial instinct might be to pull back, to act cold, or to make them work for it because of all the pain they caused you in the past. You might feel a surge of defensive anger, desire to say, "Where were you when I needed you?" Do not let the ghost of your past pain distort this beautiful new reality. If you react from a place of hurt, you will accidentally push away the very miracle you have been praying for. This is your warning. Pause before you react. When that phone lights up, when you hear their voice, your hands might shake. Your vision might blur with tears. In that exact second, I want you to physically ground yourself. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take a deep, grounding breath. Receive their words clearly, not defensively. Let them speak. Let them pour their heart out. You do not need to have all the answers right away. You do not need to protect yourself anymore. The war is over. You won. Allow yourself to be soft. Allow yourself to feel the joy without immediately looking for the trap. There is no trap. This is your divine reward. Think about the psychological shift that happens when you choose grace over grievance. By receiving them with an open heart, you are breaking the karmic cycle that kept you too trapped in this push and pull dynamic. You are stepping into your power as the conscious creator of your relationship. They are going to be so relieved by your warmth, so stunned by your emotional maturity, that it will only deepen their realization of how incredibly lucky they are to have you. This is how you lock in this new timeline. You don't fight for it, you simply allow it. I need you to really hear me right now, because I know exactly how heavy your heart has been over the last few lunar cycles. I know about the nights you stared at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, your mind racing through every conversation, every text message, every missed opportunity, wondering what you could have done differently. You have been carrying this profound, aching exhaustion, Libra. It is the specific kind of soul tiredness that comes from being the one who always loves harder, the one who always forgives first, the one who always holds the energetic container for the relationship, while the other person figures out their own chaos. You have felt completely drained, not just emotionally, but physically and materially. When your heart is in a state of limbo, it creates a static interference in every other area of your life. Your career might have felt stagnant, your finances might have felt tight, and your spiritual practice might have felt like you were just going through the motions. You were pouring from an empty cup trying to manifest a beautiful life, while your root chakra was vibrating with the fear of abandonment. But here is the beautiful, miraculous truth about this specific energetic portal opening for you on August 10th, 2026. The universe does not reward stagnation, it rewards resilience. The fact that you did not let your heart turn cold, the fact that you did not become cynical or bitter despite the silence, has shifted your karmic trajectory entirely. You have passed the ultimate spiritual test. You maintained your softness in a world that gave you every reason to harden your heart. And because you protected your light, the universe is now stepping in to protect your future. The intense surprise that is rushing toward you is not just a romantic gesture. It is a holistic restoration of your life. The person returning to you is bringing with them a stabilizing force that will positively impact your career and your financial security. They are stepping into their divine masculine or divine feminine power, realizing that to truly love you, they must also be a provider, protector, and a partner in building tangible, secure empire with you. Yet, as this beautiful reality begins to materialize, I feel a sudden spike of anxiety in your energy field. You are experiencing the terrifying vulnerability of hope. There is a deeply ingrained psychological defense mechanism inside of you right now that is whispering, "What if this is a trick? What if they come back just to leave again? What if I let my guard down and the other shoe drops?" This fear is completely valid. It is your ego trying to protect you from being devastated a second time. But I need you to consciously dismantle that fear right now. The anxiety you feel when things are finally going right is just your nervous system misinterpreting peace as danger. You have been so accustomed to the chaos of the chase, the highs and lows of the push and pull, that genuine, secure, unwavering love feels unfamiliar. It feels suspicious. I am giving you spiritual permission to trust this new frequency. The other shoe is not going to drop. The trapdoor is not going to open beneath you. This joy is safe. This happiness is yours to keep. Your spirit guides and your ancestral lineage have been working overtime in the unseen realms to orchestrate this exact moment. Have you been seeing repeating numbers lately? 11s, 22s, or perhaps the number 10, reflecting today's date? These are not just random digits, they are spiritual receipts. They are confirmation from your team that the heavy lifting has been done in the ether. The energetic cords of miscommunication, pride, and third-party interference have been severed and cleansed. What is left between you and this person is a pure, unadulterated tether of soul recognition. They are being guided back to you by their own higher self, who can no longer ignore the magnetic pull of your energy. They are realizing that every other connection they have tried to pursue feels hollow and superficial compared to the profound depth they experienced with you. You are their mirror, and without you, they cannot see their own true reflection. Think about the sheer magnitude of what is being handed to you in this coming window of time. This is not just a simple reunion. It is the fulfillment of a soul contract that was written long before you both incarnated into this lifetime. You were meant to experience this separation so that you could both individually shatter your old paradigms and rebuild yourselves into the people who are actually capable of sustaining this massive love. If you had stayed together in your old energies, the relationship would have eventually collapsed under the weight of your unhealed wounds. The silence was the crucible, the pain was the fire. And now, you are both emerging as gold. You are being asked to step into a version of yourself that no longer apologizes for taking up space. A version of yourself that knows her worth is not determined by someone else's ability to see it, but by her own unwavering self-recognition. As we move toward the final ceiling of this energy, I want you to visualize the exact moment this surprise unfolds. Picture the look in their eyes when they finally stand before you. Stripped of all their armor, picture the way their voice will crack when they finally say the words you have been waiting to hear. Allow yourself to feel the physical sensation of relief washing over your body, starting from the crown of your head and cascading all the way down to the soles of your feet. Feel the tension melting out of your shoulders. Feel the tightness in your chest dissolving into a warm, expansive glow. The universe is wrapping you in a blanket of absolute certainty. You do not need to figure out the logistics right now. You do not need to control the outcome. Your only job in this exact moment is to remain open, to remain receptive, and to trust that the intense surprise heading your way is the exact medicine your soul has been craving. Now I want you to look ahead with me. I want you to let your imagination step forward into the next 30 days of your life, because the cards are painting a picture so vivid, so radiant, that I need you to truly witness it. Imagine waking up on a morning about 3 weeks from now. The sunlight is hitting your bedroom in that soft, golden way it only does when the world feels still. You stretch, and for the first time in months, your chest does not tighten. There is no anxious checking of your phone. There is no scanning for a message that might or might not be there. Instead, you feel a deep, quiet hum of contentment vibrating through your bones. You turn your head, and there it is. The proof. The evidence that the universe kept its promise to you. Whether that proof is a good morning text that makes you smile before your feet even hit the floor, whether it is the sound of their breathing beside you, or whether it is a concrete plan laid out on the table for your shared future, the result is the same. You are safe. You are chosen. You are finally, undeniably held. And this transformation does not stop at your love life. The cards are showing me a beautiful domino effect cascading through every pillar of your existence. Because your heart is no longer in a state of emergency, your creative energy returns. You will find yourself showing up differently at work, speaking with a new authority, attracting opportunities that align with your highest good. Money that was stuck, delayed, or blocked will begin to flow toward you with surprising ease. A financial door that you thought was permanently closed will suddenly crack open, and you will realize that the universe was simply waiting for your frequency to stabilize before releasing the abundance that was always meant for you. Your spiritual practice will deepen. Your intuition, which has been screaming at you for weeks, will quiet into a gentle, confident whisper. You will trust yourself again. You will trust life again. And that, Libra, is the ultimate victory. But I want to pause here and speak directly to the part of you that still feels like it has to earn this happiness. The part of you that whispers, "Am I sure I deserve this? Did I do enough? Did I suffer enough to qualify for this joy?" Listen to me very clearly. You do not earn love through suffering. You do not qualify for happiness by enduring pains. You deserve this intense surprise simply because you exist. You deserve it because you showed up on the days you wanted to disappear. You deserve it because you chose forgiveness when you had every right to choose resentment. You deserve it because you kept your heart open in a world that tried to teach you to close it. You have already paid your dues. The debt is settled. The karmic balance is restored. What is coming to you now is not compensation for your pain, it is the natural inheritance of your soul. You were always meant to have this. The delay was never a denial. It was a divine detour, redirecting you toward a version of this love that will not break you. So now, as we come to the sacred close of this reading, I want to do something with you. I want to seal this energy into your physical body so that it becomes part of your cellular memory. I want you to take your right hand, and I want you to place it gently, firmly, over the center of your chest, right over your heart space. Feel the warmth of your palm against your skinches. Feel the steady, rhythmic thump beneath your fingers. That heartbeat is not just keeping you alive, it is the drumbeat of your destiny, calling this miracle into existence with every single pulse. Now, close your eyes if you can. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Pull that breath all the way down into your belly, into your hips, into the soles of your feet. Hold it for 3 seconds, and now release it. Let it go with a soft exhale. And as you do, imagine every thread of doubt, every ounce of fear, every sleepless night of wondering, dissolving into golden mist and drifting away from you. You do not need to carry it anymore. Set it down. Take one more breath in, and this time, as you inhale, I want you to silently repeat these words in your mind. Say them with conviction. Say them like a prayer and a command at the same time. I am open to the surprise that is coming. I am worthy of tears of joy. I receive love without defense. I receive abundance without guilt. I am exactly where I am meant to be. And what is mine is already on its way. Let those words settle into your chest. Let them echo in the quiet chambers of your spirit. You do not need to force anything from this moment forward. You do not need to chase, or check, or analyze, or overthink. You simply need to walk through the next few days with the quiet, unshakable knowing that the universe has already written the ending of this chapter, and the ending is beautiful. The ending is soft. The ending is them, standing in front of you, finally saying everything you needed to hear. And you finally being able to cry, not from pain, but from the overwhelming, breathtaking relief of being loved exactly the way you always deserved. This message found you today, August 10th, 2026, because you were ready to hear it. Your higher self pulled you into this space on Trusted Tarot because your soul needed this confirmation before the physical evidence arrived. You are not crazy. You are not delusional. You are not hoping in vain. You are deeply, divinely, unshakably on the right path. And the person who is coming back to you, the surprise that is unfolding, the joy that is about to flood your life, it is real, and it is closer than you think. So dry your eyes if they are wet right now. Smile if your heart feels like it is expanding. And carry this feeling with you like a sacred flame. Guard it gently. Let it light your way through the next few days. Because the night is almost over, Libra, and the sunrise. The sunrise is going to be more beautiful than anything you could have imagined. Now, before you step away from this sacred space, I have one final ask of you. I want you to go down to the comments right now, and I want you to type one single word. Type the word receive. Do not overthink it. Do not second guess it. Just type receive and hit send. By typing that word, you are making a public declaration to the universe. You are saying, I am no longer running from my blessings. I am no longer deflecting my joy. I receive what is mine. And if this reading found you at the exact right moment, if these words felt like they were written specifically for your soul, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who is waiting in the dark. Someone who needs to know that their surprise is coming too. And if you have not already, subscribe to Trusted Tarot and turn on that notification bell so that the next time the universe has a message for you, you do not miss it. You are loved. You are guided. You are never alone. I will see you in the next reading. Until then, breathe easy, trust the timing, and keep your heart wide open. Let us talk about the material realm, because spirituality without physical manifestation is just a concept, and the universe is ready to give you the tangible proof of this massive shift. As this person returns with their unfiltered confession, they are also bringing a key to unlock a door in your career and financial life that has felt stuck or delayed for months. You see, Libra, you are ruled by Venus, which governs not just romance and beauty, but luxury, money, and earthly abundance. When your heart chakra is blocked by unrequited love, confusing silence, or the anxiety of the unknown, your ability to attract wealth and career advancement becomes energetically bottlenecked. But as this intense surprise unfolds, as this person steps back into your life with absolute clarity and devotion, that bottleneck shatters. The cards are showing that their return acts as a catalyst for your material world. They are going to introduce you to someone, suggest a powerful collaboration, or simply provide the deep emotional stability you need to take a massive, fearless leap in your professional life. We are seeing contract, signed document, or a sudden influx of resources that is directly tied to the energetic stabilization of this relationship. You are not just getting your person back, you are getting your power back. You are stepping into power couple dynamic where your combined energies create an empire. This is where the psychological healing reaches its deepest, most profound layer. For so long, you have carried this shadow fear that loving this person meant losing yourself. You have worried that their return would require you to shrink, to compromise your boundaries, or to accept less than you deserve just to keep the peace and avoid another separation. But the universe delayed this reunion precisely so you could outgrow that old fearful version of yourself. The person coming back to you is not returning to the old dynamic. They are returning to the new you, the you that knows her worth, the you that no longer needs to people please to be loved. They are looking at you now with a sense of absolute awe, realizing that you are not just a partner, but an equal, a force of nature, a sovereign being in your own right. The scales of Libra are finally perfectly balanced. You are no longer giving 80% while they give 20. You are both giving 100%, and the synergy of that combined, balanced energy is going to elevate every single area of your life. I want you to imagine the specific texture of this new reality. It does not feel frantic. It does not feel like a roller coaster of highs and lows. It feels like a deep, resonant, unbreakable hum. It feels like sitting across from them at a quiet dinner table, the ambient noise of the room fading into the background, and just knowing, in every single cell of your body, that you are safe. They reach across the table. They take your hand, and the touch does not send a spike of anxiety through your nervous system. It sends a wave of profound, grounding peace. They look you in the eyes and they say, I am so sorry it took me this long to see what was right in front of me. I am never letting you go again. And in that moment, the tears you cry are the physical release of every ounce of grief you have been carrying. It is the somatic shedding of the past. You are literally crying the old timeline out of your body, so that the new timeline can fully anchor inches. Those tears of happiness are the ultimate cleansing ritual. There is a profound spiritual lesson here about the nature of divine timing. We often think that if something is meant for us, it should be easy, it should be fast, it should be immediate. But the universe operates on the law of ripeness. Fruit does not fall from the tree until it is sweet, until it is ready, until the seed inside is fully formed and capable of planting a new forest. If this person had returned before you were ready, the fruit would have been sour. The relationship would have eventually rotted from the inside out under the weight of unhealed wounds. But now, on this 10th of August, 2026, the fruit is perfectly ripe. The harvest is here. You have done the inner work. You have sat in the fire of your own transformation. And you have not burned to ash, you have forged yourself into steel. This is why the surprise is so intense. It is the universe's way of saying, look at what I kept safe for you while you were growing. As we close this sacred container, I want you to recognize the sheer magnitude of your own spiritual authority. You did not just passively wait for this reading. You actively called it inches. Your energy demanded a resolution, and the cosmos answered. Over the next 72 hours, you may feel a strange sense of detachment. Do not panic when this happens. This detachment is not apathy. It is the ultimate state of manifestation. It is the surrender that comes when you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the order has been placed and the delivery is en route. You might find yourself laughing more easily. You might find that the things that used to trigger you simply bounce off your energetic shield. You are vibrating at a higher frequency, and the lower frequencies of doubt, fear, and scarcity can no longer attach to you. Protect this energy fiercely. Do not let the skeptical voices of the world or the cynical parts of your own ego talk you out of this miracle. When the mind tries to whisper, it is too good to be true, you must answer back. It is exactly as good as I am. You are a being of light, of immense compassion, and of deep transformative love. You have earned this joy. Let it wash over you. Let it rewrite your cellular memory. Let it heal the parts of you that believed you were destined to be alone, or misunderstood, or left behind. You are none of those things. You are the protagonist of this beautiful, unfolding story, and the climax is a total triumph of love over fear. Take one final, deep breath in, pulling the golden light of the universe all the way down to your root. And as you exhale, seal this reading in the physical realm. The energy is locked. The timeline is shifted. The surprise is in motion. Walk through your days with your head held high, with a secret smile playing on your lips, knowing exactly what is coming for you. You are held, you are cherished. You are deeply, madly, and divinely loved. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting the cards. And thank you for trusting yourself. This is Trusted Tarot, signing off. May your heart be light, may your path be clear, and may your tears of joy be abundant.